1314.
That's right.
Granddaddy Purple knocking at your door.
Coffeeed up. Here we go.
We in this thing. You got some bangers for me today or what?
I hope so. Just I'll let you be the judge of that. I'll let you be the judge of that. Yeah.
Is Tyga?
Yeah, this sounds just like Taste or something. Yeah. Real ones in the booth. Oh yeah. Spitting like I got a false tooth. Oh yeah. You know I'm in the booth and you know I got a false tooth. And yeah.
Yeah, Real Ones episode 14. And I'm balling like a sports team. And I'm doper than some morphine. Smoke perk all the way to New Orleans.
Keep it popping like a motherfucking gopher. I'm popping out the hole, yeah. I gotta get a chauffeur, gotta get a dime piece. Gotta get a real fine bitch with a fine waistline, dime bine.
Rookies take a dab, I tell them good night. Get the fuck up out my way or I'm Suge Knight.
Yeah,
got the purple for the right price. Blue dream, you don't wanna roll
I
that
fuck it up when I
dice.
said so. Hustle over my bread low, yeah. On the West Coast, dabbing on that petrol, yeah. I like the fat girls big and brown. So big that they can't fucking swim around. Oh yeah, got a double chin looking down. Got a double chin looking down, looking down. Looking down about weight 350 pounds. 350 pounds on the ground.
Yeah, I'm the Steve Irwin of the rap game. Fuck with me and get your back sprained. Shaq's old Mac, I ain't never had a bad game.
Yeah,
never had a bad game.
Oh, Mac will leave you with a back spring. Yeah, he's a fucking fag, man. yeah, I'm just kidding around. We might just turn this into a battle right now. Yeah.
I be battling this dude across from me. And I know he likes to smoke all the GDP.
Yeah.
But he used to smoke that, now he puts Blue Dream in a baseball bat. What is that?
Oh, Mac, all he smokes is mids. Yeah, all he does is kid around with that. Kid around with that. He's got mids in the sack. Oh yeah.
I'm taking a dab.
He's taking a dab. So I'm gonna go 4 more. I can't even talk right now. I'm gonna bust on his ass. Yeah.
Drip wet Michael Phelps in the hot tub. Yeah, in the hot tub. I'm in the hot tub. I'm fucking hot because I'm in the motherfucking hot tub.
He's in the hot tub with 2 big ass girls. Oh yeah. The 2 biggest girls in the world, and he's in the hot tub with them, and it's overflowing, cause
I be
they
riding on an elk. I don't need no help, big boy potty train. I be shitting on suckers. I don't like you motherfuckers.
He don't like you motherfuckers, cause you some fake motherfuckers, and we some real ones in the bitch. Real ones. About to kick off a podcast, yeah, so fast. About to kick off a fucking podcast. Ty Lopez is such a fag. If you just watched the ad by Ty Lopez, then say he's a fag.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I be riding on a Harley. I be bumping Bob Marley. And I'm sorry if you wanted to watch that Ty Lopez, because I really don't like that guy.
Yeah, that's pretty much where it ends.
Not our best work, guys, Let me go ahead and turn this reverb off. Some are going to be winners, and some are going to be that right there, so.
Yeah, I mean, who cares,
I certainly don't.
I don't.
And on that note, welcome into another episode of the Real Ones podcast. Today is Monday, January 28th. Actually, that's what day it is for you guys. For us, it's definitely not Monday.
That's right.
Tonight is Thursday night. We're actually going up and doing some snowboarding this weekend, so we're not going to be around this weekend to film this podcast. So we've got most of our normal segments lined up here. The show is going to proceed pretty much as usual, but we are not shooting this at the end of the week.
No, I mean, yeah. Sometimes, we got to get away for a little bit, and that just calls for pre-recording some stuff.
This is going to be sick, though, taking a nice trip with the whole crew. It's a work bonding experience, so I feel like this is overdue for us, and it'll end up being pretty dope. Before I forget, let me get our sponsors out of the way here. As always, we are brought to you by Pipe King. Pipe King is a heady and scientific glass retailer. You can find them online. They've also got 3 storefront locations, 1 in Lakewood, also 1 in Orange, and then in La Habra. Those are all Southern California. Or you can find them online at thepipeking.com. If you go over there right now and type in discount code PURPLEKUSH, that's PURPLEKUSH, no spaces, no other bullshit.
Spell it right.
You will get 25% off. That is our gift to you. Somebody just hit me up in a DM on Instagram the other day. They got a peak, or one of these right here, Puffco Peak. The MSRP on these is like $400. They got it for under $300. with
Dope,
the discount.
dude.
So.
That's super sick. I mean, that's a great deal. Go ahead and check them out. We are also brought to you by Made from Dirt Organics. Go check them out at madefromdirtorganics.com. They make these dope-ass pain salves, sleep salves. Pretty much they're just medicated salves. I've been using the pain and the sleep one. That's why I said that, because those are my favorites. Tried them all, though. They're all great. Gave some to my mom. It's just a great gift. So definitely go try them out and pick one up at a shop near you.
They actually sent me the list of their shops the other day, and they were in a lot more shops than I thought. So if you guys are interested in this stuff, I'm sure you can find it online. You could even send me a DM, and I'll let you know what's the closest shop to you guys that has it, because they're actually, like I said, in a lot more shops than I thought. So
Yep.
you know, that's pretty dope. Obviously a really good product. We're definitely excited to have those sponsors and, you know, just some people that we've been able to team up with that are supporting the podcast and what we're trying to do, and kind of just becoming like valuable partners for us, you know?
Yeah, super sick, man. We are definitely glad to have them, and we appreciate their business. So please go check them out. I am feeling a little bit better this week, guys, but as I smoke, throughout the show, I got a backwood roll, I got a joint roll. I'll be taking some bong rips. My voice might get a little dry. Got some water here, though. I came a little bit more prepared, so hope y'all stick with me. Other than that, we hope y'all had a great week.
Yeah, you did not sound good on the podcast last week.
Dude, I felt like shit, man.
You sounded worse the next couple of days after that, though.
I mean, I really got sick. You know, I'm just coming out of it right now. I still had the sniffles. Fucking waking up this morning, went to the steam room. It seemed to clear most of it out.
That time of year. It's crazy how good that fucking works when you're sick, bro. There's nothing better than just going in the sauna, the steam room, getting your body heated up, getting those heat shock proteins going, you know?
Yeah, no, it's definitely nice, but for a few days I didn't even want to get out of bed. It was rough. I got what you got, spitting up just nasty stuff. Won't get into it because getting sick sucks. So hopefully everyone out there is healthy. Hope y'all had a great week.
The weekend is looking up, though.
The weekend's looking up. I'm glad I'm feeling better. Looks like by the weekend I should be feeling you know, so definitely super excited to get up on that mountain, dude. I haven't been snowboarding. I took last winter off, so it's gonna be really nice to get up there.
So I literally went you guys are gonna think this is crazy. I went snowboarding for the first time in my life about a month ago.
That's crazy.
28 years old, somehow had never been snowboarding, you know? I never lived anywhere that had snow growing up. Somehow, I made it to this point in my life without snowboarding, and I could not fucking believe what I'd been missing out on.
Dude, it's so sick. Just like when you're up there and you can just, you pull off in the trees and you just start blazing one, man, and it's literally so quiet. You can hear the snow hitting the ground if it's snowing, you know? Like, it's just so peaceful. I go for the peace, man. I mean, obviously it's fun. Yeah, I love snowboarding. I've been snowboarding since I was 6. I started skiing when I was 4, and then I switched over to snowboarding at 6. So I can actually do both, but I prefer snowboarding. It's just more fun.
I remember you used to have crazy ass pictures of you hitting big ass tabletops and shit when you were a fucking kid.
I bet you we could. I'm gonna pull those up on my MySpace. See if I can pull those up still. I think I remember trying to get on
MySpace.
I think I remember trying to get on mine though, and I couldn't find it for some reason. Like they changed it, and I forgot my password or something.
Taking it back with the MySpace.
Dude, they were on my MySpace, man. Honestly though, I hit jumps where I would get like as high as, you know, the lift. I don't know. That's probably like 30 feet at sometimes, 30, 40, you know, big ass tabletops, dude. Like you have to be going like, I don't know, 30, 40 miles an hour probably at least to be hit. I don't know. That's pretty fast. But you have to be booking it.
I got a GoPro the other day when the day before I went for my first time. And so I was just fucking around with it a little bit. And then when I got home that night, I started watching like Red Bull footage of like other like GoPro shots of fucking crazy ass professional skiers and snowboarders.
Insane.
Dude, my jaw just stays on the ground the entire fucking time, dude.
No,
like
dude.
There's something missing in those kinds of human beings, the kind of people that are into extreme sports and the fucking parkour guys, the people that hang from buildings. They're missing something up here that like is a key survival instinct.
You know what's weird though? You know what's weird? I personally, I'm scared of heights, right? I am. I'll admit it, but for some reason, I wasn't scared to hit those big ass jumps on a snowboard. I wasn't. It was a thrill to me, but like it took a lot of like I sat there, like it takes a lot of like, you know, watching how other people do it that know how to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like everything from like where they started, I would watch where they would like slide down sideways, you know, to a certain point, and then they would just turn and literally straight line it. So like I would just I marked like where they would start straight lining it, and then I just did the same thing. And you got to stay super low. All I did was like just a little tail grab, you know, like, but you got to stay low, and you just fly off that thing. You just don't move, you know, because then you'll get like the wobbles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was the biggest rush though. It's weird. I wasn't afraid of being that high in the air, but if I'm sitting like on the lift, I'll be like holding on, you know, a little bit.
So I took this like little class like right when I got there in the morning. It was like beginner snowboarder class, and you got to see like the different styles of learning. Like I'm somebody who just learns by seeing it done by someone else and watching.
Me too.
There were other people in the class that learned that way, and then there was other people that like literally had to be like talked through everything and explained like that, and that's how they were picking it up. But like I picked it up quick, like within I just ditched everybody halfway through the class and like went down the mountain because
you're like, all right, I got it.
I got to the point where I could like go and then stop, and like I'd still eat shit if I got going too fast and like leaned a little too far. Fuck it, like didn't have my weight right, you know, didn't keep the board like that.
Yeah.
You know, I would still stack, but bro, I was having the fucking time of my life.
It's so fun.
But the next class I took, or like the follow up class, that was like the intermediate one, like at 2:00 that day or something. I was the only one that showed up for the class, so the dude just gave me like a one-on-one, and that's where I like really made progress.
Yeah.
But dude, when we were riding up on the lift, I was thinking the same thing, and I had to ask, right? I was like, you know, how many people have fallen off these things? He's like, it's usually 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm like, fuck, and this is not a big place at all.
Really?
Yeah.
1 or 2? That's crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
He's like, yeah, there's been a few deaths up here, like since I've been working here. I think he'd been there 6 years or something.
Dude, that's always my worst fear is falling off the lift, bro.
And we're on the lift, and he's like, you see all those scratches right there on the poles that hold up the lift, and he's like, that's from when it gets super windy up here and people's snowboards fucking hitting it and shit. I'm like, oh, it was like super calm and chill the day I was up there. I'm like, oh yeah, because I don't like heights either, bro, and I don't like the thought of being stuck up there. I think it's because when I was a fucking kid, bro, when I was at the boardwalk, Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk, and I was like maybe 8 years old, bro. No, I got stuck on the fucking, not the Ferris wheel, but the one that had the cars that tip like this upside down, and it went like that. So the machine got stuck, or the ride got stuck for like 45 minutes, and I was not at the very top, but at the one next to the very top, upside down.
Oh.
So I'm just like sitting there upside down for 45 minutes, that high fucking up in the air
Did you,
while
like,
the ride
pass
was
out?
fucked up. Okay, so I wasn't completely upside down, but they were like the rockers, and once you get up to that point, you're leaned back. Like I was leaned back basically to where I was laying flat, maybe a little bit less than flat. So if you're on an inversion table and you lean back, not all the way down, but I was like right there, you know?
Yeah.
And fucking after that, bro, I just hated rides. I hated heights. You know, I don't even think I was afraid of heights.
You're like,
at that
dude, I
age
got
until
on
then.
this thing just to have fun, and now this is like the worst thing in my life.
I don't like theme parks to this day, bro, because another thing I can't do is lines. Like, there's no ride in the world I'm going to wait 2 hours for a 60-second ride.
Dude, if I go to a theme park, I'm getting the rich person fast track fucking shit. I don't care. I'm not waiting in no lines. It's not why I came there.
No.
I went there to have fun, get drunk, and ride some rides.
I don't do fucking lines, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't do lines either. Not anymore. Not anymore. Anyways, all right, guys. Here we go, man. What is today? Today's January 28th.
For you guys, at least.
Yeah, for you guys, it's January 28th, 2019.
International Data Privacy Day. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I think it was the Europeans started that holiday. Now it's observed by the U.S. and several other countries.
You know what time it is also, too? I don't know what it is, man, but joints just haven't been doing it for me lately. Bong rips is what's been getting me lifted. So, anyways, today's the 28th. The Lego Group receives a patent for its plastic bricks in 1958, dude.
Damn, that started it all right there. January 28th, 1958.
I just bought a Harry Potter Lego set that I'm going to put together, actually. Super nerded out, but I love Legos.
So that was a new design of interlocking plastic blocks. There was nothing ever before that.
That's insane. Now, I bet you Lego is rich. I paid.
Wow, look at that.
What?
The foundation for Lego was laid 40 years earlier when Christensen purchased a woodworking business in the Danish city of Billund.
Wow, good
So
for him.
Lego started as a woodworking company.
That's sick.
Obviously, probably before, fucking 40 years before what, 1958? So 1918.
Wow.
They didn't even they couldn't do that back then. They didn't have plastic like that.
That's insane. So it was just like, wood blocks that interlocked?
No, I don't even know if they had like the Lego. It was literally just
Like a
a woodworking company. I don't know if they did any kind of like, maybe they already made toys or something. But I just thought we should throw that one in there because, man, if I have to think back to one toy that played the most integral part of like my childhood growing up, it was fucking Legos.
Dude, Legos are my favorite. I like I said, I just bought one, dude. And by the way, they're rich. I can tell you that, man. They are rich because every kid still loves Legos, and I paid $100, $99.99 for a Lego set, dude. $100 for something that I'm gonna build and then probably take apart and give away or something.
I remember my parents bitching about them when I was a kid. I got Legos probably for every Christmas from the age of fucking 5 to 10 or something like that,
Dude, they're expensive.
Yeah. And they always get you for the big set. They kind of team up with whatever's hot at the time as far as like, movies or video games or whatever. Legos, man, they're probably, what toy brand has killed it harder than Legos? Like Barbie had a run, but who else has been killing it this long? Like Legos has probably been one of the most popular,
My bad.
one of the most popular kids toys for fucking half a century now.
Yeah.
At least the 30 years we've been on this planet.
Barbie and Ken had a good run.
Yeah, but nobody has given a fuck about that shit since the 90s,
No, I mean, Lego's still kicking. I honestly think Lego's probably one of the most profitable toy companies out there, especially because they have a patent on that shit. So there's nothing else like it. You know what I'm saying?
To this day. And I was reading about it. It says that basically that same patent is basically like stood to this day, like without any, that is basically the reason that somebody else can't go make a Lego right now and put it out there.
Yeah, it's from that patent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how rich the guy who started Lego. I wonder how rich his kids are now.
Billionaires, for sure.
Lego,
guaranteed billionaires. Unless they spend it all. You never know. You never know what people do with all their money, but, yeah. Lego, balling
out.
Moving on here.
We got some birthdays today.
We got some birthdays.
A lot of musicians.
A lot of musicians. We also got, Coach Pop. Check out that gangster. Happy birthday, Coach Pop.
Greg Popovich, 69th birthday. Maybe 70th this year. He looks 80.
He's not looking too good at all, man. But shout out to Coach Pop. I love his interviews, man. He has some of the best after game or going into halftime interviews ever, dude.
He's like Bill Belichick, but funny.
But funny. But like dry funny. Like he doesn't laugh on camera. It's not that type of humor. It's like stiff, like ooh, damn. Like, he's like borderline mad.
I gotta wonder what he's like when he has a couple drinks in him and he's actually laughs.
Right? Like, he's borderline mad, but he's just a straight face, I guess is what I'm saying. All his jokes are just straight face. Usually just throwing somebody under the bus or dissing one of the people asking the questions. But, yeah, happy birthday, Greg Popovich.
Shout out to Coach Pop.
Happy birthday, Rakim.
Yep. Rick Ross, Sarah McLachlan. When's that collab coming, bro? When are we going to get that Rick Ross, Sarah McLachlan?
I don't know. But
happy birthday, Rose.
Of the angel.
Rose.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that fucking banger.
Look at that. She's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Her voice is beautiful. She's beautiful. Look at that hair. That's what I'm going for.
She is almost a meme now because of the fucking SPCA commercials that use that song. That's all she's known for now.
Yo, we might as well bring this up too since we forgot it.
Oh man.
No, let's move on. Okay, moving on.
This is also the anniversary of the Challenger disaster, guys.
Yeah, I didn't want. We don't, we feel like we bring up a lot of negative stuff on this show, but a lot happened on this day, and on this day in 1986, unfortunately, some unfortunate event happened.
Space Shuttle Challenger broke up 73 seconds after takeoff. It was the 10th flight for the Space Shuttle Challenger.
7 people lost.
Yeah, the whole crew. Really unfortunate. And I think that right there was kind of the start of the end of our space program.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the start of like the roller coaster fall.
Bro, everyone in America was watching that. That was like the most, I think at the time it was like the most watched thing like ever on the history of TV or some shit like that.
It was
far as
live.
an event like that. And it happened live. I think that's actually...
They were like, oh my, like just think... Like,
things like that or why there's a 10-second delay on TV right now when you're watching something live, whether it be a sporting event or something like that.
Like, cut it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I may have even remember hearing a story that is one of the events that like basically created that.
I hate to talk about it like that, but duh. I mean, come on. How you can't have something literally a live feed,
The best is when like the athletes get done right after the heat of battle on the field and they come out and fucking some little reporter chick asks them a question and they just hit them with some felt fucking good.
Yeah.
And they get that stoned look on their face like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
This is live TV.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those are some of the best moments in TV. That's what used to, back in the day, man, before the internet, like live TV, like when cable came out, like when shit was live, it was like a big deal,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, man, we're going to watch this fucking live tonight, Now it's like we fucking live stream.
I know.
People are just like one tap away from just being live wherever they are in the world.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
If you think about that, like you can literally just hit a button on your phone on Instagram and you're live.
Yeah.
You're live.
Like wherever I wonder where the furthest possible spot on Earth from this exact spot right here is. It's basically this exact spot on the other side of the planet,
Yeah.
Chances are it's probably on something blue. It's probably in the ocean somewhere.
Yeah, I would probably assume so.
Because most of our planet's covered in water. But
yeah,
the point being, I could go all the way to that furthest spot. And most likely, I probably won't have service there, but if I did, I could just pull my phone out and fucking
you could
press one button and we could see each other.
Yeah, when 5G comes in, you'll have service. No doubt. No doubt.
5G, man.
That 5G will get you right anywhere in the middle of the ocean, on top of a mountain. That stuff's gonna be impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of feedback on the 5G on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
Some people sent us some pretty interesting links on that shit, and yeah, pretty weird.
What's the word of the day, Omac?
Word of the day today is effervescence.
Effervescence.
Effervescence means full of life, coming with that excitement and enthusiasm.
Honestly, that's what I'm all about.
That needs to be us today.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, the last couple podcasts were a little...
Well, you were sick and then I was sick.
Yep. That's why we're fucking coming back with a bang right here.
Yeah, I'm still like coming out of my sickness, but I had some coffee. I feel great and I feel effervescence in my soul.
Yeah, that's one of those, a lot of these words that we do for word of the day, I've never even heard of before. That's one I knew, but I thought I knew the meaning, but it wasn't really
I've never heard that in my life.
So yeah, word of the day, effervescence, not to be confused with Evanescence. Remember Evanescence?
That's a good band.
Evanescence.
Evanescence. That was the name.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, I can't.
You want another one up that alley?
Huh?
Enya.
I haven't heard.
Enya. We got to ride on some Enya one of these times. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is your word of the day. And now that we have got our higher learning out of the way, we can move on to the news.
Yep. Obviously, we got a huge Super Bowl coming up. But before we even get into this Super Bowl matchup versus the New England Patriots and the LA Rams, I want to talk about how the Saints got fucked over by the refs. And I personally think that refs should have to speak after games. I think they should have press conferences for refs.
The players got to do it.
Where we can be like, hey, motherfucker, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, walk me through that call.
Yeah.
Where were you on the field right there? What types of things are you looking for generally in that situation, and what did you see in front of you?
Like, let's run the video back. Here's you looking right at the play. This guy lays him out. The ball comes right over his head. What are you looking at, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that pass interference missed call was egregious and one of the worst ones I can ever remember seeing in an NFL game. It was just blatant, bro. It was in a huge situation. I get tired of man, this is why people think these fucking sports are rigged, bro, because these fucking referees, especially in the NBA, just whip these fucking, or in the NFL, whip the flags out. Fucking, in the NBA, they just call fouls left and right, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the game, or in the postseason, it's different. They just let them play. It's like, dude, just let them play all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. And trust me, I get it. There's going to be people out there like, one call doesn't make a game. But you know what? Honestly, when it's that blatant and it's that on the line, and I'm not even saying, like, they might not even scored. They might have still only got 3 points, and the game would have been the same outcome maybe. You know what I'm saying? But you never know, because they should have got that call. It would have been 1st and goal, wherever it would have been a huge penalty. They would have got a huge gain. They probably would have been inside the 5, or at least inside the 10, wherever that happened. They would have got a lot of yards, and then they would have had a chance to get 7.
Mm-hmm.
They would have had a chance to get 7, and they might have, and then that would have changed the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
So
you know what sucked about this weekend is it was probably the best championship weekend I can ever remember as, a football fan growing up. Like the 2 overtime games. We got fucking 10 quarters of football instead of 8. Two games that had a lot of action, but they both ended with some controversy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that is a red flag to me. Why are the playoffs always so close now? And
lately they have been, right?
And I get it. It's the best teams. You know what I'm saying? Going against the best teams, I expect them to be closer than, regular season games that are unmatched. But dude, it's almost like they're just fucking milking this shit for as much revenue as they can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then like when the Broncos won a couple years ago, why wouldn't they want them to like go out on top with Peyton Manning, like, balling out and not being dragged to a Super Bowl? Like, why? That was such a terrible game to watch. I mean, the defense was exciting to watch, but Von Miller was exciting to watch. But at the end of the day, a game like the Panthers never did anything. The Broncos never really did much.
Yeah,
it was a.
It was.
I do know what you mean, though. Like,
boring.
it does seem like all this somehow these games end up being so close and so, it almost feels set up sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of that is just the fact of the way the fouls are called. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that it does give the refs so much power to do that shit.
I mean, regardless, the
NBA
Saints,
same thing.
The Saints got screwed, and I feel bad for them. I think Drew Brees should have had another chance to get 7 late in the game. And he didn't get it, and that's fucked up, man.
I'll tell you what, I feel bad for the fucking Chiefs, too. NFL overtime rules are trash. Like, yeah, the sudden death thing makes it kind of exciting, but really it just makes the coin toss way more exciting than it would normally be. Because, like, okay, whoever wins this coin toss has, like, a 75%, whatever the percentage is, has a way better chance of winning this game as a team that doesn't.
I mean, if they go down and score a touchdown, it's over. Come on.
Especially in a game like that where they were basically just trading touchdown for touchdown, for the whole last quarter or second half of that game, or whatever. Right. At least fucking Kansas City, they were scoring,
I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it, or do you know, is the NCAA football, I'm pretty sure overtime rules are like first team gets the ball, goes and scores a touchdown, and then the second team, the team that didn't win the toss, they get a chance to score a touchdown.
Yeah, both teams get a chance. There should be no situation where you don't even get a chance to have the ball in your hand.
Right?
Then, How you gonna make a team play all that fucking the entire year? All the work that they put in the entire year leading up to this, and then all the work that they put in that game to come back and that was one of the best games as far as just like straight performances that I've seen.
Yeah,
it was an entertaining game. It was high scoring, whatever. But how are they gonna go that whole season and then it's decided by a coin toss, bro?
Mahomes should have got a chance, bro.
Yeah,
he should have.
If that were my team, I just, for once, I felt for Chiefs fans. I'm like, dude, if that were my team, I would be pissed, If I was a coach, if I was a player in the league, and that were like really, really my team, like, dude, fuck those rules. What are they there for? To prevent injury? That's the only case you could make. Is that the less football they play, the less likely we are to have injuries. No shit. I mean, they're fucking football players, dude. Dude, they all want to play.
They should at least change it for the playoffs. If you're gonna have that stupid rule, okay, use it in the regular season. In playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Is it Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Is that his first name? Sorry. He should have got a chance, man.
Yeah.
He should have got a chance, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, dude.
I completely agree. I bet you if you took a poll from NFL players, I bet you 99% would say that they would rather change the overtime rules. At least any of the ones that actually care about like playing football and aren't just there for the check.
At least in the playoffs, man. Come on, it should be even. It should be fair.
I wasn't even sure. I almost figured that the rules must be different in the playoffs. Like, there's no way you could lose a game without even getting to possess the ball one time in overtime, just based purely off a coin toss.
I'm actually getting mad. It's fucked up. I guess because just being a player, I'd be furious.
Yeah, like the competitive side in you, like I can relate to that. And like we still fucking play. We still play like baseball competitively, like at a pretty like high competitive level. If extra inning rules were like, okay, if a team scores a run in the top of the 10th and you don't get to bat in the bottom of the 10th, what the fuck?
No way.
That makes no sense.
No sense.
That makes no fucking sense, dude.
Let us get an opportunity to even the score.
That's the only way it's fair.
And if we don't do it, then we fucking lose.
We both get 3 outs. You don't get 3 outs, and just because you do something good with yours, that means the game's over. I don't even get a chance. I might have done something better with mine.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
You gotta let it be even.
I don't know why it's been like that. I know there's been issues with it in the past. I would imagine that 90+% of fans, players, and everybody involved would like to see the rule change. I don't know why the fuck it can't happen.
Yeah, I don't either. Dude, the Players Association or something should be able to get that done.
Maybe the players don't want it as much. Maybe they're more about the checks and worried about the injuries. Maybe it's an issue when they have these collective bargaining agreements and they sit down for these meetings and shit. I have no idea. But if I took over as commissioner of the NFL tomorrow, the first thing I would want to do is fix fucking overtime rules. And then I like your idea of having the referees have to be interviewed after the game too.
Backwood down. Hold on.
Oh shit! Fucking fumble Rooski, bro.
And I'm back. But no, dude, how funny would that be? How funny would that be to have a press conference with the refs after he just blew the game, dude, and he's sitting up there like sweating, like, oh, here we go. Yes, sir. So what were you thinking on this? They run it back. He's like looking right at it.
Bro,
like,
who's that one NFL ref that was like yoked? Remember that dude that's fucking yoked and he's like the only one you ever recognize? Ed Hockley. That guy, dude.
He's still, I'm pretty sure he still refs, bro.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's like one of the best doing it, man. He's one of the only guys you would see out there and be like, all right, we got that guy, everything. When they would come out to fucking make the call and they show their face on the screen, you'd be like, oh, we got that guy.
Yeah.
The only guy I recognize. All these other guys are scrubs. You know they have female refs in the NFL.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they have.
They have them in the NBA too.
Come on, it's Title IX, something like that, right?
I don't know.
Or that's a college. That's a college thing, right?
Title IX.
Title IX's like equal college sports, male and female.
I have no idea.
Some high shit. Anyways, yeah, Purple Kush in a backwood.
GDP in a blunt.
So yeah, I think the refs are probably in on it, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are the refs fucking? Is the NFL rigged, or is it for real? And let's move on to the Super Bowl matchup, man. Who do you got?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't bet against Tom Brady probably ever. I think I'm gonna go Patriots.
Really?
If he wins this one, he's gonna be 6-2, right?
Really?
Yeah, and I'm looking at the fucking Rams as like almost like they don't belong there, dude.
Yeah.
I would have way rather. Okay, what I wanted to see was either the Saints and Patriots, so I could see Brady and Breeze, or I wanted to see the Chiefs and the Rams, so we could see the young quarterbacks, you know. But this isn't really the game I wanted. That sucks, man.
I dropped the wood and it got messed up. That's all right. It was almost done, kinda. Not really. I'll just have to bong rip it out. I just don't want this shit smoking. Ugh, what a train wreck. My bad.
It is what it is, man. Shit happens.
Putting out the fire. Damn, that was a huge fucking stogie, man. All right, we should be good. Anyways,
Who you got?
I got the Rams. I got the Rams in this one. I'm switching up. I'm going with the Young Bucks, bro.
Damn.
And I think the Rams have a much better defense. And defense wins championships.
They do.
Defense wins championships.
Except for when Tom Brady wins them because he never has a good defense.
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, I can't believe I'm going against the GOAT, but I'm going with Goff. Went to Cal. I like Goff. He's a little young. He does make some mistakes here and there, but I'm going with Goff and the Rams defense.
Talk about young. How about their coach?
Yeah, 32 years old?
Youngest coach ever, right?
I mean, damn, I didn't know that, bro. I thought he was like 36, I think, when you asked me. 32 years old. He's only 4 years older than us. He's leading a young team, honestly, to the Super Bowl that just made a huge move from St. Louis a couple years ago. Crazy story. That's why I'm rooting for him. California team, West Coast team.
I do like Sean McVay. I think he's going to be one of the best coaches in the league. At least right now, he seems to be innovative. You know what I'm saying, and a leader of men.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you're supposed to be as a coach, right?
Yeah. Man, I want some of that coffee, man.
Too fucking bad.
Let me get a little sip.
Can't do it.
Oh. All right.
So you're going Rams?
I'm going Rams.
Ugh, that's terrible. Well,
would I bet it? Would I bet it? No.
We might have to lay a little something on the line here.
Man, I mean, all right. I'll put 50 on the Rams.
How about?
Here's the deal, though. If I win, no, we got to do like odds.
Nah. How about whoever?
If I'm going with the Rams and I win, I get 100. If you go with the Patriots and you win, you get 75.
That's fine. I don't care about all that.
All right.
This is the real bet.
What?
That we'll do that.
Okay.
But whoever loses has to take a half gram on the next podcast. Half gram.
No.
How about this?
No.
We'll do the spread. You have to take a quarter gram, and I'll take a half gram.
Dude, I'll take a quarter gram J. Mike melt shot. I'll do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be even harder to take down.
Yeah.
A quarter gram melt shot? A quarter gram, like, dab on a nail? A bubble?
That's going to mess you up.
That would fuck you up bad.
I don't know. Why do we got to do this dumb stuff? Do you want to do a half gram dab if you lose?
I can take it for the team. All right, so we'll have to wait till the 3rd to see, but yeah, I think you're going to be wrong.
Well, like I said, I probably wouldn't bet on this. I wouldn't bet on the Rams, but I guess I am betting on the Rams. Hopefully I win. Hopefully I win that little blue note.
I've bet against Tom Brady so many times, and I'm always wrong, so this time I think I'm going to be right. I'm switching governments.
All right. Yep, Super Bowl, here we come.
What else we got? Fucking kind of more bullshit, man. Government's been shut down for fucking 5 weeks now.
Yeah, why is that, man? He's trying to build a wall.
Yeah. He wants $5.7 million to build the wall.
Billion. Yeah.
Of course.
He
5.7 billion.
He wants a lot of money for building a wall.
When you look at the budget overall, I feel like 5.7 billion sounds like a ton of money to us, but really in like government terms, when you look at spending, it's not really that much. When you look at like what military budget and all the different money that we spend on this shit.
For a wall that's not going to do anything, though? Strategic deployment of physical barriers.
Yeah.
All he's trying to do, man, is get himself rich.
You know what I think he's trying to do? I think he wants... Think about it, bro. Trump's a builder, right? That's what he is. So, and he's obviously pretty egotistical, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really, really cares about him. He likes to put his name on everything. He's all about himself. Mm-hmm. He likes people to talk about him. Think about it, bro. He wants a physical reminder there forever. Because once you build it, once you spend all that money to build it, there's no way you're going to tear it down. No. You know what I'm saying? So it would just be there. Maybe not forever, but for a really, really long time as a constant reminder of this time now.
Yeah, that's probably one factor, but I honestly think he's just got stakes in all the construction companies that are going to build it, and he's going to get fucking rich.
Nah, I feel like that would be pretty out there by now if that were the case, you know?
No.
They do their digging on that shit. CNN would be talking about it every day. He's just doing this to try to make money for himself.
Dude, he's getting briefcases of money for doing this. You know how many... Dude, that $5.7 billion is going to go straight to, like, one company that's going to build it, dude. You don't think he's getting paid?
I think it might be more likely it's a case of fulfilling promises. He might be getting paid in some other way, but I don't think it's direct like that. It's not going to be like him on paper getting paid from the company that builds it, but it'll be someone that he's doing a favor for. That's the way they do it in government.
Political shit, dude.
Yeah, that's the way they do it, bro. It's like I scratch your back over here, and then you scratch my back over here in return. Right. And on the surface, it doesn't look like the two are related at all. You know,
he's gonna benefit somehow, big time. I can almost guarantee it, man.
No. Or someone who did something for him that he has since made promises to will. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
But I really think it's a big ego thing, and he just, you know, a lot of people are gonna just want to forget this time. As Americans, forget that the country was ever this divided.
You can't forget it with a big ass wall.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever side of the fence you land on, I'm not making a judgment one way or the other, but you know, I say all of us. I would say that all of us as Americans are not like happy with, aren't going to look back on this time overall, right, like culturally, the way everything is right now, and be like super proud of it. You know?
But you're not gonna be able to forget it when you got the Wall of China, the new Wall of China.
The Wall of Trump. That's the thing, bro. It's going to be the Trump wall.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
God, how embarrassing.
I don't know, man. It's sometimes I really feel like we are fucking living in a movie.
Yeah, it sure feels like it, man. At this point, we might as well just give them the $5.7 billion because we need our government back open. I've never paid really attention to any of this shit in my life. I'll admit I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about at all when it comes to politics, you know. But it's one of those things where like you hear things and you see things in passing from the time you're a little kid, and everything just feels different right now. You know what I'm saying? I might not watch the mainstream news, but you walk by places, you sit in places where the news is on and stuff. Right. You know, and there's just a different feel to it now than before. Everything, it's almost like Twitter runs the news, and everything is like super quick. And when the news will report stories that are like way wrong, and they don't make it's like they'll go back and fix it technically, but it'll be like on the back page, right, and everything is just like front page, like headlines, fucking it's all internet, it's clickbait, you know what I'm saying? And so everybody's just trying to get the juiciest, hottest stories. Yeah, it's all clickbait to sell advertising, like this shit on the side that you see here. That's all people are trying to do, is get the hottest stories so that they can fucking get this little ad on the side here, which brings us pretty much to our next fucking crazy story.
Yeah. This is going to be your what the fuck news of the week right
What the F of the week right here, guys. A woman in Arizona who has, I guess, been in a 14-year... They're calling it a coma. The family is saying now that it's not a coma, that it's like some type of minimal consciousness... Yada,
it says she is sort of responsive to some things like family members and music and stuff like that. Apparently, it was caused from like seizures that she had when she was a kid or whatever. But for all intensive purposes, to people that don't know the actual, there's a very specific difference between being in like in a vegetative state versus like being in a coma versus being basically to the untrained eye, to you and me, it would look like the exact same thing. Right. If for someone who's technically not one of those and considered like responsive in certain ways, we would look at that person and be like, oh my God, they're a vegetable. Like they, you know, they're asleep like up here.
Right.
You know,
regardless, this is a messed up story. It makes me sick to even think about, but this chick had a baby, when she was in, you know, a coma, for lack of a better term, I guess. She was sexually assaulted, that means, obviously. And they later found the guy after DNA test. It was a male nurse, guys.
You cannot make this shit
It
up,
was a
man.
male nurse, like, working at the hospital.
That is
Just,
so fucked
just
up.
thought he would fucking... Oh, yeah, that's disgusting, man. That's absolutely... And the fact that she can respond to some shit, like, I'm sure she knew...
They say she has some, like, movement and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, what I don't
Like,
understand...
if she can hear music and stuff, like, she at least heard somebody get on top of her or whatever. Like, ugh, gross, bro. That's not cool. That's your what the F of the week for sure.
What I don't understand is how does that hospital not notice that she is pregnant until she is literally giving birth? And how do you give birth, like, in a coma?
Yeah.
But like we're saying, she wasn't in a coma. You know,
Yeah.
that's the way it was reported for
Right.
the first few days, and that's the story that, like, blew up or whatever.
But they did say that it was a long labor and that, the body didn't push the baby out. That there was like that there was like no contractions.
Oh, I didn't even read that far into. That's terrible, dude. She must have, like, that. I'm surprised the baby, like, made it okay and everything. Like, it's amazing that they can even keep people alive that, like, can't eat, and, like, maybe not her case in particular, but, like, people that are on life support. You know, it's crazy that they can keep people alive for up to 20 years, like, longer than that.
Well, I know, but this 14 years right here.
I don't know. She's not on, like, life support, I don't think, but I'm sure she can't, like, feed herself, can't, like, chew normal food. Mm-hmm. Like, whatever the situation is, this person is severely cognitively impaired, and there's no way that they were able to give consent, you know?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, a big mistake, honestly, on the hospital themselves. That should have been caught. I feel like
this hospital will probably be not running, I would imagine, here very shortly. They've already taken some huge hits. I heard their CEO stepped down. A bunch of people got fired.
Oh, yeah. I would assume so, man.
I'm sure anyone who has a family there is doing whatever they can to get them out of there right now.
They're going to go out of business for sure. So
that's really fucked up. We didn't even really want to have to bring that up, but it was a big story this week. And the reason that I wanted to kind of talk about it is, dude, comas are nuts.
Comas are nuts. That's like, what the hell?
We don't even know anything about them, really. You know what I'm saying? Or for the longest time, like, medical science didn't really even know what the fuck is going on when someone's in a coma, and we still kind of don't know.
No, I mean, there's some crazy stories out there about, like, I've seen tons of things of, like, people going into comas and, like, waking up and speaking different languages and shit.
There was a lady that was supposedly in a coma for 42 years and woke up.
Damn.
I've heard of that lady was in a coma for 42 years and died. She was only conscious for like 14 years. But there was another lady that was in a coma for 20-something years. There was a guy that was in a coma for 20 years and then came out of it and could, like, talk and shit after.
Crazy.
It's crazy. You hear about people having bad accidents, having a brain injury, having a coma, and they come back, they speak new languages, they know how to play, and like, they've never touched a piano before, and then all of a sudden they go sit on a piano for the first time and they're fucking just playing it.
It's like they were somewhere else learning something.
How do you explain that, bro? How does science how does like
the girl I'm talking about, like, spoke, I don't know, French, and then woke up and spoke German and couldn't speak French anymore.
Yeah.
Like, none. Didn't understand it either. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What? Like, how do you explain that? She went somewhere and learned German, right?
Yeah, it's almost
in a different dimension or something.
To me, it almost supports, like, the theory that, like, somehow, like, our consciousnesses might be, like, connected somehow, you know, in some way, like a web, bro. And it's like, when you turn off a certain switch, maybe you go to another place, and maybe like, things mix up when you come back, and who knows, like.
Dude, there was one guy too that, like, went in a coma for X amount of years. It was a long time though, and he woke up and he said he remembered all of it.
Yeah.
All of it, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but that's torture, dude. I feel like that would be, like, almost like I don't know what to compare it to, but laying there not being able to respond to people,
like feeling your own pain and then
Yeah.
like hearing and feeling like the pain of
Right.
everybody else around you that has to look at you like that and think that you can't hear him.
Like, I respect him so much. We're not making fun of him in any way, but like, I couldn't lay there and like have my homie come up and be like, dude,
but you would have to. You would have no choice.
I know.
There's no choice.
There's no
way to
choice.
get up and turn it off. There's no way to do anything.
Like, how awful would that be? Like, if I walked up to your bed and you're like laying there and I'm like, man, I wish I could talk to you, dog. And I'm like eating Krispy Kreme donuts and you can smell them and you're just like, I want to talk to you so bad, dude, and I want one of those donuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no, just the fact that like I can't even imagine like my mom coming or my girl coming and I'm just like sitting there like and they're talking to me like and it kills them to come see me like that after 5 years or fucking some of these people 15 years.
You just want to yell, dude.
You just want to do something to let them know like, yo, I hear you.
Yeah.
And I'm there. And that's all they want too, you know? And it's like
I can't believe that, dude. That's insane. 20 years of just like, or I don't know how many, was it 20? Something like that. A long time, 10 years maybe, of just literally laying there and you can't respond to anything. Sad.
You know, they do like medically induced comas now too, and they do some with like ketamine. There's like their ketamine induced comas are a thing.
Why?
So I guess for people that have like some kind of crazy like neuro disorder where like they feel like a touch like that would feel like someone's taking like a blowtorch to your hand, or like there's fucked up conditions like that. And for those people that like literally like every waking moment of life is like extreme pain, like they'll do anything. And apparently if you go into a coma, it resets something. And if for a lot of people that have that condition, when they come out of it, it's like they're brand new.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's something that we'll probably know a lot more about in 100 years.
Yeah.
But we don't really know shit about it right now. And everybody comes back with crazy experiences
stories. And yeah, it's insane.
There was one girl that I forget what was going on with her, but they had to keep like ice packs on her for like a certain amount of time while she was in a coma.
Yeah.
And she said she came back and said that like she like for all intensive purposes for the last 2 weeks she thought she was like in Alaska fucking just taking in
running
like the
through
beauty
the
of the
wild.
wilderness. She's like, for some reason like I was barefoot there and I didn't feel cold at all. Like cold was not a sensation there, but I was like in this beautiful fucking Alaska wilderness.
That's tight.
It's just but really that's how her whatever happened, like that's how her brain or her consciousness like translated, oh, you have ice up against you for like most of the day or some shit.
She was plugged into the avatar, bro.
It's crazy, dude. I like
plugged into the avatar, dude.
Whatever we think it is right now, like sometimes I feel like we got, as humanity, like humanity as a whole with science and shit, sometimes I feel like, oh, we're on the right track. We got this shit like pretty figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I feel like, man, I feel like it's almost more likely we're going to find something out that makes us realize that we're wrong about everything else.
I know, right? We're going to find one breakthrough thing that's going to be like, pivot 180. Like, oh my God, what?
Like there's certain, like we could figure things out that would like most average people like you and me wouldn't even be able to conceptualize or comprehend.
Right.
And that's where it gets crazy, because what if something came out that what if they made a scientific discovery that would either cause mass chaos, like, you know, you look at like the religious implications of it, like aliens, for example. If they found aliens, could they just come out the next day and tell us right away? Or
No.
say we were in contact, aliens made contact and we were like having contact, they wouldn't want to come out on the news and be like, all right, so the aliens made their first contact and we wrote back here, or, you know, we responded and we're waiting.
No, they wouldn't tell us a play-by-play at all, bro.
And maybe they could, like, honestly, I think I would, as a person on the outside, you're like, oh, I want to know everything. If I was in their shoes, I would disclose everything. But maybe you wouldn't. Maybe if you were the fucking president and you were talking to aliens,
right?
Maybe you would realize that
I don't think
the world couldn't handle it.
I don't think it's even the president, though. Like, who would the alien, like, who's
whoever's controlling all that shit?
Who's like who's got the most technological shit? Who would be able to pick up like signals or messages like that? That's who knows.
If it's a movie, it's just some fucking crazy guy living up in a cabin in the woods.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy to fucking think about, man.
Yeah.
I hope we live to see the day where some of these insane, like, scientific discoveries are made.
Yeah, I know. I bet you that one fact that's just gonna flip all humanity it'll come.
Bro, we forgot the guy that fucking came back and thought he was Matthew McConaughey.
Oh my god.
That was the craziest coma story of all those.
Yeah.
This dude went into a coma, came out, thought he was Matthew McConaughey, was like, yo, I got to get out of here and go do some movies. He would look in the mirror and see that he wasn't Matthew McConaughey and fucking trip.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he kept seeing Matthew McConaughey on TV and new movies and stuff. And then finally he was like, oh, okay, I'm not Matthew McConaughey. Like, wow. That's crazy, man. I mean, comas, like you said, I think we'll know more in about 100 years if we make it that long.
Hopefully a lot sooner than that, but
imagine
what we will know in 100 years.
It's just something unexplained, though. Comas are their trip, man.
That's all the bad news for the week, right?
That is all the bad news for the week.
Good, we got it out of the way.
So
nothing but good vibes and fucking effervescence from here on out.
I want to get into one of my favorite segments, honestly. This is a viewer-suggested Defend the Bars here on the Real Ones podcast. And we're going to go with Be Real and Burner's song. It's called Shatter. And it's referencing some pretty funny stuff. It has to do with weed. Be Real and Burner being, pretty vetted, I guess, pretty vetted weed guys, right?
Yeah,
right?
Being that this is a lyrics thing, all right, so here's how I'm looking at this. Neither Burner or Be Real, more so Be Real than Burner, but neither one really known or lauded for their lyrical prowess.
But they are known for their weed, right? I mean, that's what they're known for.
So normally the bar for me is set pretty low.
Right.
Old school Be Real I like more than new school Be Real.
Cypress Hill, Be Real, that type of Be Real, yes.
Honestly, I think there's some rappers that can age gracefully like Snoop and kind of keep up with the young generation in a way that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like Be Real's gotten a little bit corny with age.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree with that. I don't like to throw shade, though. But, pointing this out, they are, looked at as being like weed guys.
By a lot of people, yeah.
By a lot of people, they're weed guys.
So the lyrical expectation was down here, but since it's a weed song, I'm going to put it right here.
Yes, and especially the knowledge of their weed. The knowledge of their weed. God. The knowledge that they should have on weed should be pretty high since they're weed guys. And this is his Be Real's verse, okay? So I'm guessing that, Be Real spit this to Burner maybe, or at least sent him it, before it was published. And, one of these weed guys, I'm going to call him, should have pointed this out here. The bar is, I'm going to say it, 2 bars actually, because I want to lead up to it. I can see you hesitate. We blazing the amazing endos and sativas, and we ain't fucking with no hazes.
No hazes, huh?
Wait. Let's back it up. Blazing the amazing endos and sativas. We ain't fucking with no hazes. What, dude? A haze is a sativa, bro.
I guess he's trying to say he fucks with all sativas except for hazes.
I mean, what?
I don't know. Honestly, my lyrical expectations for Be Real have gone down throughout his career, especially in recent years.
Hold up. He fucks with all sativas but hazes? Hazes make up 80% of the sativa fucking family.
Oh, wait. He says right after that, only in the dam up in the greenhouse. I was just going to say, I know I've heard him talk before about how Amsterdam weed is pretty good, and he likes some of the sativas out there, it's fucking haze central out there.
Yeah, it is.
But he says right after that, only in the dam up in the greenhouse. He's talking about greenhouse seeds probably in Amsterdam. He's saying, so when he's out there, he'll smoke the hazes, but otherwise he don't fuck with them.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like the follow-up bar honestly gives a little bit of credibility to... If I had to defend this as Defend the Bars, keep in mind, guys, this one, usually we pick these ourselves. This one was...
This was a viewer
submitted. So if you have an idea for Defend the Bars, submission, put it down there in the comments. But I feel like this second line right here...
Good job, dude.
Fixes up... It makes me feel a little bit better about the line before it.
OMAC defended it right here, right now. only in the dam up in the greenhouse makes perfect sense. Means he ain't fucking with no hazes unless he's in Amsterdam. They're known for their hazes. And, you know, we're not saying... I've honestly never really tried Amsterdam weed, so I can't say for sure. But there's supposed to be fire out there, the hazes, so we defended it. Good shit, man.
I just feel like, you know, Europe in general, I feel like there's a lot more sativas out there.
Mm-hmm. No,
you
yeah.
know, the West Coast especially, you know, I would say the U.S. overall, but especially the West Coast, I guess where most of the weed comes from. It's been indica dominant for the last fucking, I don't know, however many years. The last few decades, it's been indica dominating the scene because a lot of people, especially casual smokers, just want to smoke to relax. I feel like with concentrates, you've already seen, you know, sativas making a comeback because you get a lot of those crazy fruity flavors for concentrates and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
But nobody does it like Amsterdam, and when we went to Spain, we saw a ton of sativas and stuff like that, ton of hazes.
Yep, we got an Amsterdam cup as well. Pretty tight, but yeah, fucking, I want to smoke some perp. I need to smoke. Let's
perp it up.
I want to hear your first lost thought, I guess is what we're still calling him. I like that name. Shane doesn't seem to like it that much. Your first lost thought.
All right, my first thing of the week right here.
Thing of the week. That's much better.
High ideas. We were going with high ideas back in the day on the old podcast. I like that a little better.
Dude,
you guys let us know what you think in the comments.
You said you didn't like it. That's why we came up with a new one.
Well, I like it better than Lost Thoughts, though.
This guy goes back and forth.
I'm not huge on high ideas, but I like it better than Lost Thoughts. You guys let us know down there in the comments which one we should go with. Whichever one gets more thumbs up, we'll rock with. Anyway, my first one for this week is NASA. They're getting robbed, man.
How so?
Have you noticed this new craze where everyone's wearing NASA gear? Everyone's wearing like jackets that say NASA. Everyone's wearing fucking shirts that say NASA. You're seeing rappers wear it, entertainers, people walking down the street.
I've seen it on the gram here and there, I think.
Back in the day, it was only like nerdy kids that wore NASA and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Nowadays, all of a sudden, everybody's wearing NASA. The crazy part about it is NASA doesn't get a dime for any of that shit.
Really?
Yeah, all this shit's being sold in like department stores now. Like if you go down to the mall, down the street, and you walk through those department stores, most of the big ones, they're selling NASA shit right now.
Yeah, and NASA doesn't get a royalty on that?
NASA does not get a penny out of that because they're a government agency.
Yeah.
So any other company, corporation, whatever, like you take their likeness. If I want to start making Nintendo T-shirts, and if we want to start making Nintendo T-shirts and selling them on our website, Nintendo's going to hit us with a cease and desist.
Hell yeah, they are.
You know?
Yeah.
But we can make fucking Terpy Boy NASA T-shirts. We can make fucking whatever we want.
We
NASA
should do
shit. I almost think it's fucked up. I feel like, bro, if
why not
NASA just got a little royalty off that shit, maybe we could get the fucking space program going again.
Right? I mean, come on. Let's think outside the box.
Let's buy it because I own a NASA sweatshirt, but I bought it from the fucking space exploration exhibit, which, you know what, probably at the end of the day they probably made all that money too, and NASA maybe didn't get any of that, but they probably donate to NASA or something along those lines.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, why would you? I mean, if it's a government program, you know, then it's government funded.
They're at least supporting, like, when I feel a little better getting it from a place like that because they at least support science. They're at least like,
no, I know, I get what you're saying,
propagating the interest for NASA, which should in turn get more people to like fight for it and want to get it funding. You know.
All I'm saying is I like your idea about the Terpy Boy NASA jacket. I think we should get that going because the Terps make you go to space.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with it. I just it's crazy to me that just because they're a government agent. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's also, I wonder who got the idea. Who was the first one who like went to some of these big clothing brands and was
let's
like,
just
"Hey,
rip NASA.
You guys keep trying to come up with ideas. Just fucking let's just take NASA's shit. It's already a fucking brand. It's NASA.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what the fuck NASA is.
Look right here. There's hella people selling this stuff online right here. Just Google search it. And Alpha Industries, Oros, Tilly's, StockX. That's shoes. Are those NASA shoes? Oh no, Air Max lunars.
Moon landing, but it's a wave right now. You know?
It's super wave. Yeah,
but think about it. Some
Super
guy
wavy, dude.
just walked into one of these fucking conference offices and was like, "All right, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna pay this rapper and this rapper to fucking take a couple pictures, post them on Instagram, rocking this NASA shit, and then we're gonna drop this shit in all the department stores. We're gonna fucking cake off of this brand, basically, and not have to pay any royalty, not have to worry about it at all."
Yeah,
you know, it's
crazy.
It's kind of genius if you think about it, because somebody figured out NASA. What other government agencies can we make some fucking sick shit out of?
CIA shit, dude.
Well, you see, I guess probably maybe the first people to do it were the people that sold like the FBI female body inspector shirts.
Yeah,
like I've seen funny versions of it before.
Right.
But NASA's the only one that's just like inherently kind of cool,
like tight,
trippy space
like,
shit.
It's tight. Yeah.
You can't make one that's just like IRS with the regular thing.
Yeah, who's gonna rep the CIA? Like, you're a fucking Fed, dude. You're a Feddy. They call you Teddy Feddy.
You're narc. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking, I was trying to think of it. Like, what government agency would make the flyest apparel?
Dude, we make USPS shirts. Thanks for paying the rent. Dude, we're onto something there. I'm writing that down, bro. People would buy that shit.
USPS.
Thanks.
What other government agencies?
Thanks for paying the rent.
We could do like collab ones.
Yeah, dude.
USPS.
We're on to something. We might even have to cut that out. We're on to something. We got some merch ideas coming down the pipe.
What if we did like what do they call it? Fish and Game. What do they call it? The fucking
Park Rangers.
Park Rangers fucking association. It's the something of Fish and Game, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know.
Fish and Game. That's
too
what
high
it's called.
for this shit, dude.
It's called Fish and Game, man.
Yeah,
You
Purple
had it.
Kush.
Purple Kush.
Moral of that story.
Let's take a bong rip.
All right, I'm in for that. BR it up. You got any ideas? Any ideas?
I do. Hi. Do.
Yeah, you got those sick lungs right now.
My lungs are trash right now. All right. My first lost thought is I want to talk about the unconscious brain and really how impressive it is, man. Because I was getting a smoothie the other day.
How unconscious are we talking? Like coma?
No.
Sleeping?
No. You'll see where I'm going with it. Just hold up. So I was in the Vitality Bowl the other day, feeling all healthy and shit, waiting for a dope-ass smoothie, right? And I watched this guy. I people watch, I'm not going to lie, especially when I'm super high. I watched this guy order his shit, right? And then he sat on his phone the whole time. Somehow he got his shit before mine, too. I ordered before him. He got his bowl, like, pretty quick. It was to go. He literally grabbed it without... Okay, so he was on his phone, right? They called his name. He didn't even look up. He just went over on his phone the whole time, dude, like, scrolling and doing shit. Grabs the shit, turns around, goes all the way, opens the door, still looking at his phone, goes all the way out to his car, gets in his car, and, like, drives away. I'm like, damn, man. He did all that without even looking up. He knew exactly where to go. You know, like, your brain just, it's impressive. And I find myself doing that too, bro, I swear. You ever are driving just down the road and you realize you've been looking at your phone for like 10 minutes and you just somehow you stay in the lines?
No, I try not to look at my phone too much when I'm driving, but dude, I do the same thing without even looking at my phone. I'll just be sitting there fucking driving, and pretty soon I'm like,
you're like, whoa.
How did I get, what the fuck? I don't even remember making any of the turns to get here. I don't remember how the fuck I got here. I'm just here.
Dude, the subconscious brain is subconscious. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Like it's in your subconscious.
Oh, I didn't mean that. Yeah, no, subconscious, right? Not the unconscious. Oh my God, I'm fucking high as shit.
It can sort of mean the same thing.
Can it?
Like if you're...
We're intermingling words now.
Unconscious just means not conscious. If you're not conscious that you're doing something, it just means you're not aware of it.
Knocked out, usually. Like,
yeah. But I'm just breaking down the word.
I meant subconscious, I guess. It's like when you're not really there, but you're there. You're awake, but you're not really there.
Yeah.
Subconscious. There we go. We're getting to the bottom of things here. The subconscious brain is impressive as fuck. That's my idea. I don't even really know if you can elaborate much on it, but I find myself thinking of something while doing something else subconsciously and getting it done and then being like, how the fuck did I do that?
Yeah. Especially when you're multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
You just be doing one thing and then it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to do that a lot more when I was fucking younger. I used to try to do 4 things at once.
Right.
But now I realize like it takes me longer if I'm just doing jumping over here,
Totally.
jumping over here, jumping over here.
Totally.
Now I try to keep it to like 2 things at once.
Yeah.
I still got ADD. I still multitask.
I'll tell you what, though. Everybody does it with their phone. I guarantee it. Even if you're not driving, you're walking places without looking up and somehow not running into shit.
You know when I do
You're
it?
opening doors without looking up. You just know, like, obviously you have peripheral vision, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stupid. Like, I know that you can see a fucking door coming up, even if you're looking down and you can, like, but you just, boom, you open it. Like, dude, you're walking. You're not bumping into shit. Like, crazy.
You know where I can relate to it is, like, on my morning walk. Like, I'll go on a walk for a couple miles in the morning, and I'll be watching listening to something like a podcast or
Right.
watching a video or listening to a video on YouTube or something, and I'll fucking pull my phone out to change it or whatever, and I'll just walk like 3 blocks and fucking wait at lights and
You
like,
just
do
know.
shit, and then just like it's still
It's
observing like the
subconscious.
surroundings around me. You know? Yeah,
Pretty tight.
pretty weird.
I like it. It's cool. The unconscious, subconscious brain. Hit me.
My next one is Jay-Z's hair. Dude, I always figured Jay-Z was like going bald,
Right?
you know, because he always had like that short haircut.
This one right here.
Yeah.
This, like,
I mean, his hairline looks pretty good right there. I mean,
it's a little, yeah, I mean, no, it looks good. It's like
he's
not,
got some good distance there from eyebrows to hairline, but I don't know if it's kind of, I almost feel like it's always kind of been that way.
I think
and
it
it
looks
doesn't-
it looks pretty normal here.
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
see-
lie.
Yeah, I don't see any signs of balding there, but for some reason I always just figured in my head Jay-Z was kind of balding-ish.
Right.
Jay-Z is defying typical typical look for as far as like the way rappers usually age.
Yeah.
They usually come in with the crazy young hair and get like cleaned up as they get older.
Yeah.
Somehow Jay-Z's getting cleaned up and also getting a little more
The dread fro.
yeah,
He's got the dread fro.
And
Look
he's
at that.
Got a little something hanging off the chin there too.
Yeah, a little bit on the right here. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to look at the way Jay-Z looks now and the way he used to look.
He like he's trying to do like what J. Cole had like a couple years ago.
J. Cole wore it better, I feel like.
Yeah. Can't hate on the Jigga Man
It's a
though.
good look for the Jigga Man.
That shit's dope. Look at that donkey chain. Look at that.
Pictures
Wow.
from the video. What the fuck is that song called?
I don't know. It's with Beyonce though, and it's fucking sick. I actually like that. That was tight.
The one I think Quavo wrote that.
Yeah, he's like.
Or he did a lot on that.
that.
I think he like wrote Beyonce's verse or something too.
She ripped that shit. She
Yeah.
ripped it, dude. But yeah, shout out to the Jigga Man, dude. And
What else
yeah.
you got for me?
My last idea is I
You
got
just said idea.
whatever, bro. It is fuck internet companies, because I got a notification the other day saying that I went over my usage of 100 gigabytes, I think, a month of internet usage, which I think is insane, probably.
Damn.
And now they're gonna start charging me $10 per every 10 that I go over. But if I go over by 200, that's the max that I can go over. So like, dude, what the hell, man? Didn't this shit start happening in China like a while back? It's gonna start happening now.
China, the internet is way different, bro. It's hella regulated.
I know.
Like
they're starting it here.
They restrict what sites you can go to. They like kind of basically, I'm pretty sure that the government there just controls what you can and can't see there. I know in a lot of fucking countries that is the case. Like North Korea, I don't even know if they fucking have internet.
Well,
you know?
it's happening here, bro, and I got kind of pissed, man.
You think it's just because we're uploading all these fucking beats or all these videos and shit?
I guess.
And like all
We're using a lot of bandwidth. There's whatever you call it, a lot of usage, I guess, a lot of gigs.
I know
Yeah.
when I bring the fucking podcast in on the computer, it sometimes it's like 60 gigs just to start working on it.
No,
It's a lot of gigs, bro.
I know, but that's That's not what it's talking about.
No, I'm just saying when those videos, those are the ones that we're bringing in, and then we edit. Those are like 3 camera views. So each one of those that we're uploading isn't 60 gigs, but it's probably 5 or 10 by the time we're done with it.
No, yeah, they're usually like 9 to 15.
I'm sure that's probably what they're talking about, though. It's like uploads and downloads and shit
probably,
like that, right?
Probably, yeah. I would assume so. We've been uploading a lot more content. Anyways, they're fucking charging me for it.
I mean, I would imagine that's coming here at some point. The golden age of the internet is, everything up to this point and right now, but I don't know how much longer it's going to be like that. There's certainly, like I said, a lot of other countries that don't enjoy the same internet freedoms that we have here.
Yeah. Sucks. Crazy.
And being that it's International Privacy Awareness Day, data privacy.
Shout out to privacy, bro.
Makes you think about social media. And
we've lost so much privacy. It's insane. And we don't even really know it.
Yeah, we don't really have any at this point.
Sad. It's really sad. It's really
pretty weird.
Yeah. You got any more for me? Or
can't imagine what our forefathers would think if they stepped out of a time machine into 2019.
They would think, what the fuck is this shit?
What? They wouldn't even, I can't even. Yeah.
What are y'all doing? What are these things in your hand that you're getting so blinded by?
Bro, they'd honestly probably walk in here and just like have a seizure from all these fucking colors and bright shit and just stuff that they would just look everywhere and see shit that they've never seen before. They'd look at this and be like,
wow, that's amazing.
What alien technology, what aliens came down and gave you the fucking craftsmanship technology to build this?
Right.
What the fuck is this thing? Was this a real animal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that thing stood like fucking 40 feet and would just eat you.
Yeah.
It had arms like this, though.
That's what I look like when I get really fucking high.
God, man.
I'm taking a bonger.
People always think if they could go back in time, get in a time machine, you always think about what time you would go to. Like, most people think about going forward, or some people think about going back, like, in their own lifetime, I'm like, I want to go, like, way, way back so I can fucking just blow their mind with shit.
Yeah, sorry. I got to unpack my bowl here, so...
I mean, you could always just pull the ashtray a little closer.
That's true, but that would just be too smart for me.
What the fuck was I saying, though?
I honestly wasn't listening, really. I was focusing on the task at hand, which was to empty my bowl piece and take a bong rip, and then you were going to hit me with the next idea / lost thought.
I gave you all mine.
You gave you... All right. Well,
I finished on the Jigga Man. This wasn't our best effort, guys, but we didn't get a whole week to put this one together.
We got to stop putting ourselves down, man. This is just what happens. You get really high. It's getting late at night. I'm going to take a bong rip, load your fucking shit up.
Let's do it.
I'm going to hit a beat right quick, guys, and we're going to ride out. Thanks for joining us once again. Please like and subscribe down below. Leave comments, please. It helps a lot, man. We read every single one. Damn near, so smash a like.
Definitely helps more people see our videos on YouTube. When we post them, I think they only show up in about 10% of our subscribers' things, especially if they don't have the notifications on. Yeah. So if you guys like these videos and you watch them and you want to know when we put up new videos, make sure you hit the fucking notifications bell on YouTube.
That's
people
right.
that are just listening to this right now are like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, God, just move along. Anyways, follow us on social media, the CCC420 on Instagram, Danny Flavors, he's Shane O'Mac _ something 831. Whatever.
Damn, we just hit you guys with Plug City.
Now we're just gonna ride out to some funky shit. Yeah.
This is feeling kinda sad now.
Kinda sad, but we can make it happy. Oh yeah, we can make it happy now. I'm smoking on a big fat cloud of GDP in my sack right now.
This beat is sounding kinda sad, but I be smoking Granddad. It's the best purple that I've ever had.
Granddad.
So I cannot be sad no more.
Don't be sad. We're smoking Granddad on a Sunday. What a fun day in the sun. Smoking on that GDP, son. For fun.
Yeah. I take it with me everywhere.
Hit the reverb.
Oh yeah.
Hit the reverb.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a skit skirt.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a skit
yeah,
skirt.
yeah.
Hit the reverb. I'm a
It's
skit
already
skirt.
gone.
Oh yeah. I'ma
I'ma hit
smoke
the
my
fucking
bird.
If you want, you can sing along, but
Sing
you don't know the words, so just hit the bong.
Hit the bong now, sing along now. Hit your bong now, sing along now.
Where the fuck is Babylon now?
Where's my motherfucking Uncle
We need the
Babylon
dawn
now?
now.
We need the dawn now. Oh yeah.
Babylon's got 2 tracks on the way, and they're coming real soon. About to bust through the dough like a baby out the womb. And I'm slipping on the flow, then I'm running out the dough.
Yeah, Babylon is the man. Babylon the man. I wish he was here right now. But now he's up in the clouds and he's
I'm gonna send him
floating.
this, he'll love it.
Yeah, and we're
he's
floating.
Smoking on the granddad.
Smoking on the granddad.
Best purple that I ever had. I'll be jumping from a lily pad. Need the perp, I need it really bad. Every day I gotta make a play for the
I
perp.
need it bad.
Smoke it every day before I go to work. Just so you guys know, we know these suck. We're well aware, but we're having a blast over here.
Thanks for joining, guys.
And there goes the reverb. We're still good.
Oh, my bad. Tune in next week for another episode of the Real Ones Podcast. I'm Danny.
The podcast that is real. We will be here riding through kind of like this, like the Man of Steel, keeping it real.
You were supposed to say, and I'm Shane. He's going to take a dab and ride on out. Like I said, follow us on social media at Danny Flavors, at Shane O'Mac 831 with an underscore in there somewhere.
Plug Master Flex.
And at the Real Ones Podcast. And again, please check out the Pipe King and madefromdirtorganics.com. Tune in next week for another episode.
Do it.
And we out this mother trucker.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Go get it, we gon' split it like a fraction. Game full of fakes, man, sucker stay acting. J's to the face and we call it live action.
Wanna fall with a